how to create a quick sphere in Corel Painter. I'm using 215, but you can use 221, 220, etc. Go to the Ellipse tool, and this creates a vector ellipse. Hold down the shift to create a circle. Now it uses the current fill color. So quickly go over to the layers, and you can find that via the window menu. Double click the entry, and eventually the panel will appear. Go down to the fill, and you can see color there. Click on there, and you see I've got a lot of colors. I've got lots of different color sets, and you can add those via the color set library panel. Set it to like blue or green, etc. And then again use the ellipse tool and add another ellipse. You can position it or undo and position it again. In this one I'm going to change the color to white. And that's the reason why I've added some additional libraries. Some color set libraries. In the case, spectrum. So I've got white. For some weird reason, if you look through the standard painted colors, they don't seem to include white, which is very odd. So I've added an additional library or two. And there's white there. Because I want white for that. Because I want to highlight. Click OK. And select both of those layers now. Then go to Shapes and Blend. Because I want to blend between those two shapes. So set the number of shape steps to 100. Spacing equal, color RGB, and perspective factor 1. And then click OK. So now you've got a nice blend between the white and the blue or turquoise. Select all of those layers and then go to the layers menu. So what I want to do, I want to collapse them all into a single pixel layer. Now, with that, what you can now do, you can obviously duplicate that design, you can resize it, and also you can turn it into a nozzle, etc. You can move it around. So the layer selector, also what you can do, you can go to the transform command. And you can resize it. Obviously there's a number of other commands as well you can do. You can rotate it, etc. Press OK to confirm. Now what you can also do, you can add some effects. It's just a simple basic layer, so simply go to Effects, Objects, and create a drop shadow. Go with the defaults, except for collapse to one layer. Now I could collapse it outside via the layers menu, but I don't want to do that. Now what I want to do, I want to turn that into a nozzle. Window menu and media library and panels, nozzles, and of course layers. They're the key ones here. Go to the right side, and what I want to do, I need to turn it into a group. And it's a bit odd, I know, but group layers. There's only one layer, so I'm just grouping that. Now what I can do, I can go down to the nozzle libraries. And there's an option at the side, if you go to the right side menu. Make nozzle from group. That was the reason why I wanted to group the layer. Just select that. And then you will get your nozzle. There it is. But I'm going to save it. It's not stored away, etc. So what I want to do now is I want to store it. I like to always save these files, these nozzle files. So File menu and Save As. Save it as a Riff. I'm just going to call it 1.riff. Now I can close it. I can also recolor it, maybe modify it in numerous other ways as well, and then save it again as a different file. go over to the Nozzles library and load nozzle right side menu and select that Riff file. Open. It's stored as a Riff, as a nozzle. You can also add that to your Nozzle library. So if you want to add Nozzle Library, you can of course change the name there. And you can go down then and you can see the nozzles being added. Just going to create another document. Click OK. And now what you can do, just go over to the brush tool, make sense you select the brush tool, and then go to the brushes over there, the brushes, and you can select a brush. And I'm going to go with image hose and just select any of them and just apply it. And you can see your nozzle there applied, so you can rapidly fill the entire image. And of course you can resize it. And you can change the spacing, etc. And of course there's a variety of different variations that you can apply. But also what you can do, you can maybe use the kaleidoscope or mirror. Or maybe use this as a source for a new brush. So go to mirror painting. And I'm going to go up to the kaleidoscope option. There, and then what I can do, I can change the number there. Number 3 there. Just change maybe to 8 or 10, 11, whatever. And again, go up to the brush tool, otherwise it just won't work. Use the brush to create all kinds of amazing designs. Change the spacing, change all of the other settings, maybe use different variants as well. Now I've created a very simple nozzle, but of course you could maybe have added a group of 4 or 5 different coloured spheres. Whole loads of different variations could be made with this. I hope you found this tutorial of interest. Please subscribe to the Graphicxtras channel. I'm always adding new tutorials about Painter, Photoshop, Affinity Photo and many other applications. Also, please add some comments. Always appreciated. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Also, a dislike or like. Thank you much.